Hello all you Pixel people, I am Pixel and welcome to another episode of First Boots. In this episode we are going to be looking at Aarklash Legacy. I believe that's how it's pronounced, I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, Aarklash Legacy, it is developed by Cyanide Studios and published by Cyanide Studios. And Cyanide Studios are the guys that brought us games such as Game of Thrones, Of Orcs and Men, Blood Bowl, Tour de France, Empire. And to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, a lot of these games haven't been the best in all fairness. They've been good attempts, but they've always had something lacking. So I went into Aarklash Legacy with a little bit of anticipation for the worst, to be honest. But we'll go into the game in a minute. First off, like always, we'll go into the options menu and see what we've got. So we've got our hotkeys, and we can rebind all of these. Oh look, I didn't even know you could change your units through the hotkeys. I've learned something new already. In the video settings, we've got our resolution full screen, we've got our quality, and I'm just going to turn this down a little bit, it's a little bit loud for me. We've got quality, which is on custom, we've got VSync, FXAA, and Gamma. We've got the game settings, and the sound. So to be honest, there isn't really... Where can I set the custom? Let me just check something. Huh. There may have been a launcher. No, that is literally it, I think. It's strange, but never mind. Anyway, so what we're going to do, guys, we're going to continue my current playthrough. We are about 45 to 50 minutes into the game, and I'll just introduce you to some of the ideas of the game, how the game looks, how the game sounds, what it feels like, and yeah. So here we are. Here are my 4 heroes, and you control them almost like a Dota style. Like if you actually only controlled one player, it is pretty much exactly the same as playing Dota with your... you've got 4 skills, and they are set up to your Q, W, E, and R, like standard. So this is a bad example, this character. Let's use this one so I could douche. I can't attack my own people. What's got a skill shot? Okay, so this is my healer, so I can douche.
Wield swords.
Pretty much the same kind of control system as Dota. You box them all together and you move them all together. As you can see, the game's actually really quite pretty. I was not expecting this at all. Oh, the statues that I can use. So we're basically going to walk around, we get into fights, and what's different about this game to what I was expecting is it's almost a hybrid of Dota, Dragon Age, and... well, Dota and Dragon Age and basically your old school games like Dungeon Siege and Baldur's Gate. So let's use this. What does this do? Okay, it's doing something. We'll get into a fight and then I'll be able to show you what that means, and I'll show you the inventory system and stuff. Okay, so these are both pointing. Alright, so I'm pointing to the middle. When I point to the middle, something's going to happen, right? I'm assuming there's going to be a boss fight. I've not played this section before. Something's going to happen. It's going to be horrible. I'm going to get slaughtered. But it's a good way to show you what's going on. Okay, now they're all pointing to the middle. Something's got to happen. Or maybe not. Oh, there's another one. And there's a chest. So we'll go over to the chest, we'll pick up the chest. And this will just dump stuff out like this. And unfortunately, without picking it up, you can't see what it is. This is like one of the major flaws of the game, is the loot management is pretty awful, to be honest. But we'll tilt this. Please don't. Yeah, I knew something was going to happen. Okay. Okay. I have got no idea how I'm supposed to kill this thing. Is it a boss? This is like a very much Dragon Age system where it pauses, and then once it's paused, we can go over to this thing here, and we can click this little plus, and what we get to see is what skills he's got, his damage, basically all his stats. So, Aura of Light, Sparkling, okay, so that heals him. Reduction. Control. Okay. So basically this thing's going to kick my ass. And this is the interesting part now. So we're paused and we've got our tank at the front, which is basically, this is a taunt, which we don't need to do because it's pretty much going to focus on the tank anyway. It's what normally happens. We've got our little stealthy guy, which we are going to make him do a skill. So he's going to go cutthroat, and then if we hold shift, you can actually queue up commands. Then he's going to attack, and then he's going to use Shadow Assassin, which upon activation, the next 3 strikes by Denzel inflicts 250% damage. So that's what we're going to do. And then we've got our healer, who at this point has got a, where is it? There's one. There's a skill which, is this it? Yeah. So this skill here, we'll put this onto the enemy, and what will happen is it'll have a 20-second cooldown, countdown. And once that 20 seconds is reached, it'll explode, healing 650 to all allies within a 4-meter radius of the carrier. So this is going to be a very important skill to use. And then we're just going to get him to stand there and start attacking. And then this character's got no cooldown, so we're going to totally nuke, like completely nuke it down. I think that's going to be the right idea. So what we're going to do first is elemental chains, which will slow it down. Then we're going to nuke, attack, nuke, attack. And then when we press space again to go into real time, we'll see how this works. This could end up being completely awful, and we could end up dying instantly. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So let's do that now.
Essence, return!
Okay, so we're not taking too much damage yet. Oh, what's that? Lesser creatures. Actually, I think this said something about the lesser creatures. Where was it? Where is it? Okay, yeah, so once this main enemy, what we're fighting now, reaches 50% of its HP, it should kill all these. I hope it doesn't just kill one. I hope. We'll see. We'll see. So everything's still going to plan right now. We haven't taken that much damage yet. We are starting to take a little bit of damage, but so is the main boss guy. I'm assuming that these are going to heal him, which is a shame because he's at 50% HP, so I hope if this guy now decides to kill these guys before this hits, then we're okay. If not, then we may have a bit of an issue. So what we're going to do is tell Denzel, who's got no skill, he's got no skill points right now. He's on 48. He needs 50 to do the speed increase, which should be there. So we're going to get him to do that attack. We're going to get this character to heal herself, and then we're going to get him to... Alright, wow, so this costs HP to do attacks. Right, we're going to totally nuke this down. So I'm going to heal, use that. So that means that you can then throw a healing ball towards the tank, which you just lost 150 HP. And then attack again. And you, my friend, need to gain some more mana and quickly. We've got nowhere near enough to do absolutely anything. We'll do chains when it gets to 50. It's on 35 currently. And let's just see how this goes. Okay, so we're still on a decent amount of HP. Denzel's taking a whack. We need to just see how it goes. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. There we go. They're dead. They're dead. So now everything around it is already dead. Which means if you've got your attack up, you can heal Denzel. Denzel's a while off. You're about to do another. Let's cancel this out. Let's use your chains on him instantly. Attack. And then once that's up. Then once that's up. Press the right button. Okay, then attack again. You have got a leech grain. We need that leech grain to go off again in 2 seconds. We've got enough mana, so.
What would you do without?
How far? How far? 75 MP. Oh, this isn't. Yeah, this character doesn't gain HP, so I have to take it off another character to actually boost up my HP. I mean, my MP, my mana points. So I regain 50 mana by taking 200 off this character. Then I can put a leech grain, which will heal him. And now we need to fight once again, right from the start, and just hope that you survive. Right, that's not going to be enough. It's really not going to be enough. Have you got enough time? This is going to take 5 seconds. So we're going to... Please be enough. Please be enough. Can you instantly do this? You can.
I'm not.
No! He's down, so... This is a cool mechanic, right? So when a character goes down in battle, you can actually get another one of your characters to pick them up effectively. Which I am going to be doing now. So Denzel, even though he's doing a lot of attack damage, he's going to start picking up this guy. These are going to attack this basically now. And Denzel's going to attempt to revive.
There we go.
And just hope. Just hope. Ah, Denzel. Oh, that leech grain completely came at the most perfect of times. So now you're going to steal some more mana. You have to steal mana off 2 people. This is going to be painful. Oh, and it froze Denzel, so Denzel can't pick up this character. So you need to pick him up. Denzel, don't die, mate. Don't die.
Fear not. Good as you.
No! Oh, this is not going well. I think we just need to tank damage.
By my will.
I've got Lucky I'm here.
No. This is not going well. Please don't cancel the pickup. Okay, so Denzel's up. Which means pick up Knocker. And you can...
Dired up.
This is not good. This is effectively death.
Why you will?
And we're down! Oh, this is one thing I didn't mention about the game, guys. It is pretty damn difficult, to be honest. And this is on medium difficulty. It is virtually... I cannot do anything on hard. I've tried. But one of the issues that I've got with the game, and it's a small issue because of the kind of game it is, and that issue is whenever you get into a new fight, it's almost like you're expected to die because the battles are set up in a certain way that you need to learn your way through a battle and understand what an enemy can actually do to you before you know how to counteract it effectively. Because in this case, I didn't actually do that much wrong. Maybe I sacrificed too much HP on 2 characters. But if we go back to load the last save, and we have to do all this again. which we can do with the Alt-Shift command to speed it up. And the rest of you can just come and stand here waiting. And we'll try this again. And it's more than likely going to be awful once again, and we're going to die once again. But we'll see. Showing you a boss right at the start most likely wasn't a good idea. Okay, so what we're going to do this time is just all attack, because we used up a lot of our mana early on the first run through, which means that we had to start managing mana as soon as it got to a difficult section. Where doing this may allow us just to survive. So if we just all attack, if we actually pull you close to here and get you to, actually you come over here. It's going to be too late now because it's channeling something, but the escape function on the mage knocks over characters, cancelling any channels. Okay, so have we got time? Yes, we have! So we cancelled that out, which used 150 mana, which wasn't ideal, which was a big chunk of it, but we saved ourselves some many mage damage. But knowing what's going on now, it is obvious that we've not got the DPS to be able to take out the boss like this. We may have to use some magical abilities. So how about 50 SP? SP raises really quickly, so we're gonna dump all that because SP will be back to full in no time. And we are going to hit with that, then hit with that, attack, and then heal, because the heal is cooldown driven, so you can always constantly heal with that character.
Don't forget
Okay,
to
so this
bleed.
may make a bit of sense. Is that going to be a big attack? Nock is still going to heal soon, so. Alright, no, so that killed them off instantly. That was a good thing to happen. So right now we're into the later sections of the fight already, with a lot of mana left, which means we can literally start tanking him down now that he's fully healed, and hopefully this will. Okay, so actually no, let's use, let's use the heal for 350 on this character, then attack. So we're putting the leech seed on, and then we are going to heal this character and attack. And you're already getting up to the point where we've got enough SP, so we need 75, which we haven't got enough for actually, but we will soon have enough for a cutthroat. Cool. So cutthroat should be available in 10 seconds. And the healing's done an amazing job because we can heal ourselves. And then attack.
Is that the best you can do, mortal?
So now what the actual fight is all about is just maintaining the HP on this character, because this character is going to be the reason why we manage this. So we're going to have to heal again. And we're going to heal again. And you, my friend, are going to really attempt to kick his ass, as it is needed.
My name is Moses Forge, and I read it on your skin with your own blood.
Are we close to a heal? No, this is getting desperate. 5. There's no cooldown, so we can set off the heal again. Not enough mana to keep this up for too long though. But it looks like we've done it this time, with almost no casualties. Oh, I missed something. I messed up. I did not see him charging whatever ability it is. So now it's time to hopefully... No, it was too late. It was too late. We took massive damage. And just attack, attack, attack. Yeah. We need to tap some HP from an ally, which we will do. We'll tap it from... Sorry. We'll tap it from our mage, who seems to not be getting attacked, and then go back to attacking. Knocker's about to be able to heal. Come out of silence! Come out of silence! How long's left on this silence? Can we see? Oh, 2 seconds. Do this. Come on. That was not enough. We need really to pummel some healing on this. We've got no more mana. Use that and attack, and then use that. We've done this. I just hope that I could do it without losing anybody. And I think we might have done it. What have you got? That needs 100 mana. We're miles off. This character is definitely dead. Definitely dead. So let's use the armor. Oh, we did it! There we go. Ah, that was a boss fight right at the start of this. And yeah, so what do we do now? We basically go around and pick up all the stuff that he dropped. We need to open this chest again. And what we'll do now is we will have a quick look at the inventory system. So we slap eye like you'd expect. And you can see we haven't actually got that many slots per character. We've got our 4 characters. There are 8 characters in the whole game, I believe, which you do get to swap out at any time. And so this character is not wearing any earrings. So let's look at what earrings we've got. We have got... Huh? Oh, so we have got earrings. We're actually looking for amulets. So right now we've got 7+ magic armor, +1 physical damage, -15 on reduction effects. And what can we swap it out to? Well, we can swap it out to +6 magical armor and +2 magical damage, or +4 magical damage and +7 mana regeneration. See, this is interesting, right? Because this character that I'm looking at right now cannot regenerate magic. So, does that mean with +7 mana regeneration, does that mean it will start regenerating magic? Because that'd be interesting. That could turn the fights completely if I started giving all mana regeneration to this character. So, let's have a look. Okay, 8% mana regeneration. Anything else for mana regeneration? Have any of our other characters got anything with mana regeneration? They have. That's 6% mana regeneration. And you'll see what's interesting. This character doesn't use mana, so I don't know why I was using that. And Denzel, you got any mana regeneration, mate? Okay, so we go back over to the character which needs it. And we see mana regeneration. Oh, damn. She's already got higher. So yeah, that seems like the limit of what we can have right now. So what characters have got slots which need filling? So we don't want mana regeneration, but we do want max HP, physical armor, magical armor. That seems really cool. And then for Denzel, is full right now. Is anything better than what he's got? +4% damage. Nah. Magical armor. No. 15 max HP plus. In comparison to this, I'd say that definitely. I really do wish this system just feels really slow and unresponsive. Well, the menus are fast and responsive, but I mean, it just feels sloppy. I kind of really wish that there was just a auto-equip best button, which would just allow us to skip all this, because it's really just quite annoying, to be honest. So this is an amulet, so I've got no amulets. And that is the item system. But actually, while we're in here, what you can do is when you've got stuff that you don't need, just dump everything into the anvil. And once the anvil's full, you'll be able to craft an epic item, which is quite cool. Our skill tree, we'll have a quick look at this. We've got no skill points on any of the characters right now. But what happens is you start off with 4 abilities. Well, early on in the game you actually only have 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, but that's just like a tutorial section. And then you get these 4 abilities, and then you start getting skill points. And when you get skill points, you can work up these trees. And what I thought at first was, only 4 abilities for this style of game, isn't that going to get repetitive really fast? And technically you could think so. However, it splits off here, so these are 2 different abilities, and then right at the end again, it splits off in what they do at the end. So, even though these are pretty much the same, I'm assuming that they've got even the same animation. They do different things, so later on in the game you are going to have quite a few more abilities. And around here, these split off into 2 completely different skills. Like, this looks the same, right? It's a health shuriken, star of vitality, or whatever. But once I get up to level 3, I've got the ability to restores 500 HP to any enemies that any units that it passes through. This includes enemy units. So I could go for that, which is kind of cool if I could line up 3 allies at the same in like a line and shoot it through and miss all the enemies. Then I'm actually getting 1500 HP healing, which is amazing for the amount of mana it costs. Or I could go for the Mystic Star, which is a directional shot, the same as what it is right now, apart from it restores 500 HP to an ally, or it inflicts 500 magical damage to an enemy, but it does not pass through people. So if I was having trouble in, well, if I thought my aim wasn't that great, and I was going to start firing my shuriken through enemies, then I don't want this one, because I'm going to be healing the enemies. Where if I think I'm quite bad at it, I'll use this. If I mess up, I actually do 500 damage, so it's not the end of the world. And if I feel like I've got some amazing strategy set up, I'll use the other one and be able to fire it through my allies and get some decent healing and hope that it works. And again, these all split off. So let's say within about 2 or 3 hours of gameplay, most of your characters should have had the ability to have 8 different abilities, which isn't too bad in my opinion. And then later on, they're going to split off once again. And this is the same with all the characters, which is cool. We get our little bios page, which isn't that interesting. I don't think the story at this point is the strong point. Hopefully we'll get to a cutscene in a moment, because the game's fully voice acted, which is always a cool thing for an RPG in my opinion, because I suffer from dyslexia, so anything which actually reads out what it's saying to me, I appreciate. However, one thing that I found a bit jarring with this game is certain characters have got some really good voice acting and other ones are atrocious, and it kind of really breaks the immersion factor. But we'll see that in due time. So let's continue on our little path and see if we fall into any more enemies. Hopefully not a boss, because how the combat works versus normal enemies is quite different. Okay, what's this?
I am Lechlorus, guardian of the gate. You have no business here. Turn back.
Who are you that you know us?
As I was in life and am in death, I am Lechlorus, the first Wheelsword. I recognize my kin in this world and the next.
Why are you bound, spirit? This stinks of a trap.
Yes, indeed.
Why are you here?
I serve the wheel swords. The Lion have called upon the Chimera to destroy the guild. I was honor bound to stop her, but I am not strong enough, and with each passing hour, my strength fades. But there is a chance.
Yes? Tell us.
If you attack, I will channel the last of my power, and we may just succeed in driving her away.
Then will you accompany us to the hold and to the patrons? To discover what has befallen us?
I will. I would discover the truth of this, for the wheeled swords are life everlasting.
So, as you can see, the voice acting, kind of a mixed bag. I don't believe I can get up there, so I assume that I have to walk around. I'm probably going to get in some fights on the way. But yeah, the story isn't the strong point. I think it's passable, but to be honest, it doesn't really bother me that much because the actual combat itself, in my opinion, carries the game. I mean, the graphic style is amazing. I think it's a really pretty game. I think that the actual sound design in general is pretty good. I think there's some strange decisions being made, such as when you go into pause mode, the epic battle music just stops, which I find a bit strange because it kind of takes you out of that heart-pumping moment. But then again, I suppose so does pumping battle music in general, so we'll see. So we're just looking around. I kind of wish there was a mini-map. We do have a map, but we have to click on it and then press escape, so I've come around here, so I'm assuming that I'm going the right way. I'm surprised we've not seen any more enemies yet. Oh, but we have found a cave. Come on then, let's go in the cave. We'll do the cave quickly. This is getting into a pretty long video right now. Oh. Okay, so we basically... Alright, that's where we were before. We've just gone down some. Oh, but only one character's come this way. Is it because it was almost lava? Maybe this is the only thing that can survive down here? Maybe? I'd like to say that's what I'm assuming right now. Oh. Little decisions that I actually do like is like you can pick up items from across the screen. You don't have to actually be at the feet of them to actually pick them up, which is cool. Okay, so we're going to continue down here. I definitely want to get into it. Oh, here we go. Here's a fight. So, right here, what do we have? We have Valkyrie, which I'm assuming is just a sword attacker. And these bards you have to be really careful of because they've got an ability which basically fires a magic missile, but it goes through everything and it will damage everything it goes through, and it's a lot of damage. So, I shouldn't have really turned my back. Seeing as the mage, let's try something risky. Very risky indeed. We're going to put a leech grain on this back enemy. And then we're going to get Denzel to attack, cutthroat it, and then slice. And then we'll use our tank to pull in this guy. Attack, heal, that, attack. This could be really sloppy because what I want my magician to do is something a little bit crazy. There we go. So the magician's taken, well, the wizardy witch person has taken these two people down. Valkyrie assassin is causing some mischief back there. So we're actually going to nuke this down completely because... Oh, I'm immobilized. Yeah, my tank's immobilized. This is not a good place to be right now. Come on, Denzel. Smash his face in. Okay, so that's down. We can now focus on seeing what happens here. we need to split up a little bit because this is getting a little bit clustery right now. And look, I missed. This bard had fired one of those magic missiles which did a ton of damage. So actually, before we do that, we're going to heal. And then we're going to run over here. And then Neela's going to run back here. And then attack. And Denzel's just going to keep attacking.
We are wheel swords!
We need to do some real damage on this. Let's just nuke it. Not enough magic power. Okay. Oh no, we've messed up. What we need to do is all run here because this healing grain's gonna go off in 4 seconds. 3, 2. Now this is interesting because this explosion should heal the most of us. There we go. Now we can focus. And I almost missed this. No, we need to split. We need to split because this guy's about to cast his magic missile. Just, I want you to move here. Then hit that. And then attack that.
A kiss of shadow.
And then you can move.
Heal your...
Yes! We avoided that. But I think I may have accidentally healed the wrong person. Okay, so you're about to do that attack again. Fine. No, you don't. We really need to take this thing down. This thing's taking damage for days. We need to get some more high attack damage on this. Lich Grain you again. Okay, so we're gonna get some HP off you. And we're going to nuke this. Okay, so we're getting the Nuki John. And now we should be okay. I mean, especially if we have this guy heal this guy. And then all attack on the one. And then there we go. You know what? I'm totally assuming that we've got some StarCraft or Dota pros out there which could do this without pausing. Because I mean, you can select between your characters like this and then use your Qs and your get some abilities off. But I have no mana. But I can't. But I also don't believe that even the best players in the world will be able to do it on the hardest difficulties. Not without completing the game multiple times and knowing exactly how to do each fight. Okay guys, so this is kind of a first boot of Aarklash Legacy. To be honest, I'm really enjoying it. I'm even considering doing a let's play of it. It's a difficult game, it's going to take a long time. I don't know how long the game is actually expected to be. I do know that there's multiple characters. I've showed you the level up system. I've showed you the graphics. I told you about how I feel the graphics and the sound look. And how the gameplay is. The gameplay is effectively Baldur's Gate meets Dota meets Dragon Age Origins. And I love it. I really did not expect anything really amazing from these guys. But these guys have blown me out of the water. I never expected this game to be this good. This has got to be... Honestly, at this early point right now, very early point, I'm considering that this is one of the most fun games that I have played this year so far.
I like this group.
And that is an amazing
Together.
bit of praise, really. So I definitely would recommend that you guys go and check it out. Do it, guys. Yep. Thanks for watching. Watch the outro. Bye-bye. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like this video. And if you're new around here, slap that subscribe button for some more PC gaming goodness. And today's question of the day is, are there any games due out which you're excited for and you would like me to cover? Maybe? Yeah? and the 4 videos. In the top left we have the second ever vlog, top right we have level up for America's Army, tips and tricks for hipfire, pow pow, boom boom, get good at games. And the bottom left is Portal 2 co-op let's play with the Cavcast, and in the bottom right it is my first boot / first impressions of Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, one of the greatest games of a generation, says TV. See you later guys, bye bye.